Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into what might be the single most important part of getting your Wi-Fi right. We're not just talking about another setting to tweak. We're talking about a whole new methodology, a professional way to make changes without making things 100 times worse. All right, so our guide for this is part 9 of the fantastic 10-part tutorial from RFI Detectives. And this section is really for you, the tech-savvy user who's ready to stop guessing. This isn't about a new setting to click, it's about a whole new strategy for how you approach making changes to your network. So you've done all the heavy lifting, right? You've run the analysis, you understand the congested channels, and you've pinpointed the sources of interference. You are finally ready to fix things. But believe it or not, this is the exact moment where everything can go completely sideways. You know that feeling, don't you? You're just done with the buffering. You're fed up. So you log into your router, and the temptation is just overwhelming. You just want to start clicking everything, change the channel, boost the power, switch the channel width, all at once, just desperately hoping one of them will work. But here's the problem with that approach. Let's say you make 3 changes, and wow, your Wi-Fi actually gets better. Which change did it? You have no idea. And what if it gets worse? Now you don't know which of the 3 changes to undo. You haven't solved a problem, you've just created a brand new mystery. So how do we avoid that chaotic mess? Well, the source material gives us a golden rule. It's a single powerful principle that separates the pros from the amateurs. And here it is. The best analysis is iterative. Change, rescan, verify. It's not about one big, frantic push to fix everything. It's a calm, scientific cycle. You change one thing, you see what happens, you learn from it, and then you make your next move. It's a loop, not a leap of faith. So what do we really mean by iterative? Think of yourself as a scientist in a lab. You would never change 5 different chemicals in an experiment at once, would you? Of course not. You change one single variable. You record what happened, and you analyze the results. That's exactly what we're doing here. Okay, enough with the theory. Let's make this super practical. We can boil this entire golden rule down into a really simple 3-step process you can follow every single time you need to adjust your network. Here they are, the 3 pillars: document, isolate, and verify. Seriously, commit these to memory. They are the foundation that turns that chaotic guesswork into confident, predictable optimization. Let's dig into each one. Pillar number 1, document. This is your safety net. Before you even think about clicking a single thing, take a screenshot of your current Wi-Fi settings. Jot down the channel, the width, the power level, everything. Why? Because if your brilliant idea makes things worse, you need a way to go back to exactly how things were. This step is non-negotiable. Next up, pillar 2, isolate. And this is the soul of the entire method. You are only allowed to make one change at a time. Just one. So if you think moving to channel 6 is the answer, then just change the channel to 6. Don't also decide to mess with the power settings while you're in there. One change. That's it. I mean, just look at the difference here. On the one hand, you have the guesswork method. It's pure chaos. You change a bunch of stuff, you have no before picture, and the result is a total shrug. Who knows? But with the iterative method, it's crystal clear. You know what you started with, you know the one thing you changed, and you can directly connect that change to the result. And that brings us to our final pillar, verify. Once you've made your single, isolated change, you have to test it. This closes the loop. Go back to your Wi-Fi analysis tools. Run a new scan. Do a speed test. Is the new channel actually less crowded? Did your signal strength go up? You need objective data to tell you if your change was a success, a failure, or just did nothing at all. So why do we go through all this trouble? Why all the discipline? Because when you follow this methodical approach, you are in the driver's seat. You're not just throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks. You are methodically engineering a better network. And that's really the question it all boils down to. Are you just randomly guessing and hoping for the best? Or are you professionally troubleshooting? Adopting this iterative process is the difference between those two mindsets. And look at the payoff. You'll know exactly what change made things better. You have that all-important undo button to reverse a bad decision. You build a stable network, one smart step at a time. And maybe best of all, you turn a moment of pure frustration into a skill that you can use again and again. So as we finish up here, I want you to really think about that. Based on everything you've learned so far, what is the first single documented change that you're going to make? Mastering this structured process is the real key, and it gets you perfectly set up for our final chapter where we'll put this all into action.